What is going on, guys? It is Mr. Creatine or Riddick, bringing you guys another story time today, like I promised. But anyway, let's get into today's story time. So this is one back from just last year. My junior year had just ended, and at this point in time, I was dating this one girl who we'll just call Angela. And I've spoken about Angela in the story time before, and this story in particular was about one of her friends listening to us having sex over the phone. And this story, oddly enough, is kind of similar to that, I would say. But anyway, this day had started off pretty normal. I'd woken up, texted Angela good morning, and just kind of smoked for a good few hours. And at this point in time, one of my friends was living with me, and we'll just call this person Cody. And this fact will just be a little important for later in the story time. But anyway, fast forward majority of the day, and at this point I was supposed to go to football practice. I hadn't quit at this point in time yet. I would end up quitting like 2 months later, like right before the season had started. And at this point in time, I just wasn't really going to practice at all. I had gone, I think once at the beginning of the month, like the first practice of the summer, but that was about it. And I had walked out to my living room, and when I got out there, my mom started talking to me. Like, she asked me why I wasn't going to football practice today. I said that I just didn't feel like it. She said, all right. From there, I just kind of went, grabbed a snack from my kitchen and went back to my room. And after I'd gotten to my room, I had just eaten my snack, and I just started talking to Angela on Snap. And I essentially had asked her if she was doing anything, like told her I didn't go to football practice at all, and she told me she wasn't doing anything at all. I had asked her if she wanted to come over and hang out. She told me that she would go ask, and essentially from there I just told her that I would go ask my mom if she could come over. So I kind of just went back out to my living room from there, asked my mom if Angela could come hang out for a little. She told me yeah, because she never really cared if Angela came over or not. So I went back to my room and continued my conversation with Angela over the phone. She told me that her mom had said yeah, and that she would essentially just be over within like an hour or so. And now I'm just sitting here thinking like, okay, I get to hang out with my girlfriend today. This is awesome. And then I just went back to where Cody was staying at, which he just shared like my little brother's room with him. I know that's kind of fucked, but yeah, I went back there. I had told Cody like I'm hanging out with my girlfriend later. Probably wouldn't be able to do much. He said all right, and from there I just kind of waited till Angela's mom came to drop her off. And when they had both gotten here, I went outside, talked to Angela's mom for a little bit, greeted them both, and then me and Angela just went inside and went and hung out in my room for a little bit. And whenever like me and Angela would hang out in my room, we would always kind of just like be all over each other like a lot, and not even like just in like sexual way or anything. Like, we just liked hugging a lot, cuddling, just laying with each other, just all that good stuff. We just really enjoyed each other's presence a lot. And this had just started out as like one of those days we'd both just thrown on some music and just started laying in my bed and cuddling with each other for a little bit. And after like an hour and a half or so, I would say, things start taking like a little bit of a turn. I would say we start getting a little more touchy with each other. We start making out a lot. And after like another 20 minutes or so, I would say we start like just full on fooling around with each other like a lot. And eventually this leads to me fingering Angela. So now me and her are just kind of laying in my bed. We have a blanket like over majority of our bodies. My one hand is down her pants, and we're just making out. And something I'd like to point out is my room, like this was my old room, like still in the trailer, and it did not have a door at the time. It had a curtain, which I've told you guys in previous stories, I believe. But yeah, we're just laying there like doing some couple shit, being very personal with each other. And all I hear is like the curtain swing open, and I immediately stop making out with Angela. I turn around, and in just walks in Cody. And I look at him, I go, Cody, what are you doing in here? He's like, I don't fucking remember what Cody even came into my room for. He just came in there like completely unwarranted. Did not knock at all, by the way. He just swung the curtain open and walked in. So now I'm just trying to get Cody out of my room, and thankfully, because of the fact we had a blanket over majority of our bodies, you couldn't exactly see what was going on under the blanket. You could only really see the fact that we were making out upon Cody walking in. And eventually I do get him to fucking walk out of my room. And I told him to knock next time he comes up to, my curtain. And if you're wondering how the fuck you're supposed to knock on the curtain, you don't knock on the curtain, you knock on the wall next to the curtain. But anyway, me and Angela from here, like, wait a couple minutes, and continue what we were doing from there. And after like another 5 or 10 minutes of us messing around with each other again, I hear the curtains swing open again to somebody just walking back into my room. So once again, I stop making out with Angela. I turn around to see who walks in, and this time it's my little brother. And immediately I ask him like what he wants, and this conversation I do remember he asked me if I had a lighter, which immediately I told him I was like, I don't even like you smoking to begin with. Why the hell would I give you a lighter? Which was very true. I don't like to give my little brother lighters because he's 4 years younger than me, and I don't even like him smoking because of the fact that he's 4 years younger than me. But I told him no, I didn't have a lighter for him, and to get out of my room and to knock next time that he comes up to my room. And from here, me and Angela, we did not continue what we were doing. Our moods were both killed by this point in time because we felt that we didn't have any privacy whatsoever. So me and her just kind of started smoking a little bit. She also smoked. She would normally bring over like two vapes and a pen, and I would also normally have a G station and weed just on standby in my room. So me and her just start smoking for a little bit. And I think after like a good 20 minutes of us just getting extremely stoned, the both of us just got on Netflix, started scrolling through the movie catalog, and we just put on a funny movie. I'm not sure which one it was, but I just know that we threw on a movie and we both crawled back into my bed and started cuddling with each other again. And while the movie was playing, we both just ended up falling asleep. But yeah, that's not where this story time ends. After like a couple hours or so of me and Angela being asleep, I had been woken up to another fucking person just being in my room, and it wasn't one person this time, it was two people. My little brother had just walked in with one of his friends again, and this one friend was going to be an upcoming ninth grader, like, for the football team, and this kid just starts asking me, like, well, I'm still delirious, why I wasn't at football practice today, and I was like, dude, you need to just, like, get out of my room. I was busy today, like, I'm with my girlfriend right now, we're both trying to sleep, like, please just leave us alone. And by this point, Angela ends up waking up too. And thankfully enough, my little brother and his friend both walked out of the room from here. And at this point, it was late as hell. Angela had, like, checked her phone to text her mom, and she had just completely, like, missed her ride home. So she had just texted her mom. She was like, I'm so sorry, we both fell asleep. Like, if you guys can't come out to get me tonight, I'll just stay at Riddick's house. Like, his mom's okay with it, which she was. It's not the first time Angela would have slept at my house. And essentially, we both from there just kind of went back to bed. And that's essentially where today's story time ends. It was a bit of a shorter one, I'm not gonna lie. But if you like today's story time, drop a like and just comment what kind of stories you guys would like to see in the future. I have another like three, I think, for my junior year last year that I'm ready to just pop out. It's just I'm not sure which ones I'm gonna tell first, but yeah, subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.